are live.
Okay, welcome to week 3 of Life in Bitcoin and Lightning Week in El Salvador. So it's week number 3. Yeah.
It's a fast recap of our week and what we did with Life in Bitcoin.
Yes. All right, go for it, James.
All right, it's been a really busy week, and we're going to start with last Monday. So last Mondays are a big day for doing client work. There was a large part. We edited the interview with Jeremy, which has done really well. What are we up to? Like a lot of views.
Lots of views, yeah.
4,000.
Yeah, over 4,000. Great.
We followed up with lots of Bitcoiner connections that we had. So we had a lot of Bitcoin people that we needed to touch base with. So we did that. We did this video, this live video last week, and it was the first time we did this new setting, this awesome setting. So that went really well. We're happy with how that went.
It did cost us a couple of beers next door.
It did. We had some noise and we threw the boys next door some beer, so that was good. And then we'd purchased a UPS, or an uninterruptible power supply, which I'm using for now the modem, but I'm going to put my Bitcoin Lightning nodes on it because the power supply here is not reliable enough. So I've already burnt out one Pi and I don't want to do that again. And then we received 2 Lightning tips via our Bitcoin Beach wallet. We received a $5 tip and a 100 sat tip. So Thank you very much to whoever threw us those.
Yep, absolutely appreciate that. That was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So we come on to Tuesday. Now, Tuesday was a bit of a freaky morning to wake up to. Got out of bed and straight away I make the bed and I lifted the pillow and there was a scorpion under the pillow and it was alive. So that was quite disturbing because I do sleep quite often with my hands under the pillow. So yeah, James dealt with that one. But
it's not my first rodeo with a scorpion. I've had quite a few. I've even taken a sting for the team.
Yep. So we finished the day. We'll finish working on Jeremy's video, which we put up on the Wednesday. We actually ended up having a great live with Varieties from next door, and that went really well. It was just a different. We had 3 live streaming, so Juliana in El Salvador, as well as Money Delix and NJ El Salvador, and that was quite fun to be doing as well.
So anyone who's wondering if the internet's any good, we put 3 live streams up at the same time.
Yeah,
not bad.
Yeah, no, really cool. We got paid Bitcoin, so we got paid Bitcoin through Bitwage. From a US client. So that's another great service that we're able to get paid in Bitcoin. We had a nice walk along the beach and we also caught up with the Dutch trio just as we're walking past their place and just talked a little bit about El Salvador and the mission that we're all on in El Salvador, which is great.
Yeah, it's great having people like our neighbors that are Bitcoiners that are making it relatable.
Yeah.
This has been huge in changing how we started in this where we're living now to where we are now. Like the feeling is really good. Wednesday, so we did our weekly shop at the local Mercados, which was lots of fun, and we stopped for crepes for breakfast and we paid with Bitcoin Lightning. We've been walking past this little, I think it's actually a trailer.
Yeah.
And we've been walking past it a number of times. He's got awesome graffiti on it. And we're like, man, he accepts Bitcoin. We're going to stop here. And this was the morning. And he was a really cool dude. He took Bitcoin Lightning without any problems. Yeah. The quality of the crepes was actually really good.
It was good.
He did a great job. It's almost like he's being trained in like France or something. And and we had a good time. So that was good. I also had a haircut. And I asked the barber I tipped the barbers because it's dirt cheap to get a haircut here, which was awesome, really fast. But I asked him if he had a Chivo wallet so we could tip him again. But unfortunately, he didn't. And so maybe next time. We planted the seed. We worked on our K1 ATM Lightning video from our visit to Casa del Bitcoin. We had a lot of fun with that video. If you haven't had a look, take a look. Basically, you just put coins in and you get sats out. It's really simple.
It's just so light and easy. It is really, it is fun. It's cool.
Yeah. We went and bought coconut water with cash. Our vendor's not accepting with Bitcoin yet. We're trying to talk them into it. And we released Jeremy's video on YouTube. The interview with Jeremy, we also really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And Jeremy's going to the Bitcoin conference, adopting BTC, which will be in November. We also recommend looking at tickets for that. You'll see along the bottom that ticket there's a cheap ticket which will expire at the end of this month. So pay attention, go do that if you need to. And Nicki also interviewed an expat mum for her next video.
Yeah, so hopefully that's going to go out tomorrow.
Yes.
So yeah, that's
so
the plan for that one.
Anyone who wants to learn about, not tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday, wouldn't it?
Oh, Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday.
It's mother, kids here in El Salvador, family, so it's a really good perspective. And then we paid both of our Tigo mobile phones with our Bit refill account, and we get sats back when we do that. So we really enjoy that process, and they've got a very strong presence here in El Salvador. Big Wednesday. Nicki, your turn.
And then Thursday was just as big. So in the morning we had a lot of client meetings, just getting as much work as we possibly could done. We also talked with a gentleman from America about getting involved in an education project between the USA and El Salvador, which would be really, really exciting. We finalised our schedule for the K1 video for Friday, so we got that ready to go out for Friday. We also booked meetings for the next 2 weeks in regards to videos that we can do and interviews that we can do, just in regards to see about Bitcoin and Bitcoin charity and economy projects around El Salvador.
Circular economy projects.
Yeah. Which will be really cool. We received this. So this is pretty cool. I'm sure you guys may have seen James with it, but I've got it tonight.
Yeah, I had to fight it for it.
Yep. But you'll work on your
I got the Bitcoin Beach t-shirt, which is awesome.
So yeah,
Can't complain about this either.
So that was.
I can't have all the toys.
We actually also met up with someone we've been talking to for months now, just on the video chats and through WhatsApp, and he's been down for a few months and getting his residency. We finally caught up with him, had dinner with him, so that was really lovely to just see him in person and catch up to see how he's going, which was really, really neat. And then we went to our first My Prima Bitcoin meetup, so that was great. So my first Bitcoin meetup. That was a great one. And we also sold another ebook. So yeah, it was a great day. It was a full day, but it was really cool.
And we sell the ebook for Bitcoin. So we're using a Lightning checkout process. People can't buy it with cash or a credit card. It has to be done with Bitcoin Lightning. It does actually also accept stablecoins, but I just want to follow up on that. We actually spent basically the afternoon in San Salvador. So what happened is we went up and we picked up the hat. We did a couple of odd jobs. We met our Bitcoin friend, and then this was the first Bitcoin meetup we've been to in San Salvador. Yeah. So it was awesome to go to meet Prima Bitcoin, or my first Bitcoin. And something I really want to point out is they are a education project, and they don't have any association with anyone in particular. They are just here to make sure that education of Bitcoin happens for businesses, for the general public, and for schools. And they're trying to do it from basically first principles of learning how to use Bitcoin. So it's quite an in-depth course if you want to learn how Bitcoin really works, which is good. Okay, Friday. So this is a nice short one. Basically, we worked all day. But then being Friday, we'd organised to meet our Canadian friends. So Ryan and Jessica, who also have a channel, Two People in Paradise. We recommend you go and check it out. They're doing some great videos around La Libertad del Puerto. Their latest one, talking to some locals, was really good. So go and check that out. Then we had a barbecue dinner with them, which was awesome. It was nice to hang out. We did it outside and just make jokes about life, running away from our countries, and moving and
what's moving forward too.
Yeah, what's happening. Yeah. And we also had an Australian who had only been here for 2 weeks. He reached out when he arrived, and he was like, "What are you up to?" And I was like, "Well, we're having a barbecue." And New Zealanders and Aussies love barbecue, so I was like, "Come on around." And then we were pretty tired. We kept that pretty short because we had a really early start the next morning.
I know, and I get to talk about this one.
You do.
Man, what a day. Saturday was incredible, really, really incredible. We got up and we left home at 5:30 in the morning, and we went and picked up some other different Canadian expats who have moved to El Salvador as well. And we got to follow Jorge up to his coffee farm, which is the Cheriote in Achapan. Sorry, I'm going to get there.
You're doing well.
I am going to get there.
Well, very.
And it was just amazing. He actually had some people there from the One at a Time charity, which what they're doing is they're educating, or they're actually giving people in rural areas that don't have clean water different filter system, or a filter system that will clean their water, and it gets rid of all the bacteria. And so on Jorge's farm, he had all his community there, and they were all gifted a bucket and all taught how to put it together and use it. So it changed, so they're getting their water from the river, and they're able to put it through this, and it goes through the filter system, and it's drinkable. And that is so amazing. And to watch these guys promote or gift all these people, it was just gorgeous. And so we got to see this. We got to do a tour of his coffee farm and his biodiversity in his coffee, making sure that his coffee is grown organically, using all sorts. He creates his own fertilizers. He also has pesticides, which has got nothing negative in it, but lots of garlic and all natural products. It was just incredible to see, and to see the coffee plants were amazing, and also the cacao plants in between the coffee was quite exciting as well. And just to meet his family, and we got to try for the first time, we haven't had it, a hot maize drink, which was a milky maize drink, and sorry, I don't know the name of that. We got to have some of that. It was just I think one of the big things here is what Jorge is doing. He's created a circular economy. So he is, the coffee farmers are unbankable people here in El Salvador.
Mm-hmm.
And he, has created an opportunity to sell his coffee worldwide. He's able to get paid in Bitcoin. He's be able to pay his community in Bitcoin and really create an incredible circular economy here, which is just amazing. I just blown away by what's happened there. We were able to taste his coffee. We were able also to taste some of the cacao hot drink that they had as well, and we bought some cacao powder and some nibs, and they also make honey, so we got some of that as well. And we finished the day going to the Santa Teresa hot springs, which was beautiful. So it was a huge day, but amazing. And I'm sure you've got something to add in there that I may have missed.
It was lovely. And like Nicki said, we started at 5:30 and we got home until 8:30 or something. But what it basically is, you guys have probably seen this coffee being advertised on Twitter, and what's crazy about it is you don't really understand how deep Jorge is going with supporting the local economy. We were just blown away. There was 20 odd women with their children here that from the community that benefit from the family farm, and they were all getting training to look after this filter system, which if looked after correctly will last them 20 years. And this is huge because normally these filters will only last a year or so many liters, because they're not designed to be long living, because they want them to be replaced. This company that they're using has built a filter, if maintained correctly, 20 years, which is just huge. It takes a whole heap of cost and time savings out of these people's lives. Well, sorry, it removes a lot of cost and it adds a lot of time savings. And it not just financial, but also health-wise. They're going to have better health with the clean water.
There's a lot of malnutrition. There's a lot of bloated babies' tummies and things like that. And so the ability to actually give them some clean drinking water is
game
incredible.
changer.
It was just amazing. It was really nice to see and to be part of, even though we're only a small part, really. But it was just nice to see what's going on here in El Salvador.
It's amazing. Some of these projects run deep. You might just think, oh, this dude's selling coffee for Bitcoin, but it's well beyond that, and we want to share that story. We've got more, so I'm not going to stick on that too long. Sunday, so yesterday we had a pretty slow start to the morning, just recovering from the day before, basically. And then we had breakfast and coffee with the Babaratis again,
Mhm.
which is awesome. We love having coffee. Well, they don't normally have coffee. We took our coffee to them for the morning. It was a great catch up. We had a new family from Europe pop in to visit with their young child. And these guys, they're awesome. We didn't check if it's okay to shout them out. Next, we're not ignoring people if we don't mention their name because we don't want to share it. It's because we're not always sure if we want to share it, like if those people want their names shared. We walked on the beach, which was awesome, and we caught up with some of our neighbours down there too. Which was a lovely way to sort of start the day. And then we had a bit of an afternoon siesta, which we must have needed. And we celebrated our YouTube channel, which is now in the position to be monetized. So
exciting.
Yes, so thank you to everybody who has subscribed and watched our videos, because it all counts and it helps us. And it's, it's for us, a large part of it is it's actually a milestone that makes us feel like that people are enjoying our content more than anything. We're not doing this for nothing. People are watching us, which makes us feel really good. And then we went for another evening walk around the which is awesome, just to wind down.
It was a great week. Mean, again, our weeks are becoming fuller and fuller, and it's amazing the places we're getting to go and do and see. It's really good.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's great, and we really appreciate everybody who's watching and following and asking questions and sharing our content, and that's really good.
And I think I'm going to do the Life in El Salvador week, and the one thing that I've really picked up on is the businesses that are going, as James said, are getting down deep. They're really trying to create a circular economy here, and it's not just here in El Salvador, it's actually for the rest of the world to be able to help and support them and to help the people that are unbanked. And it's just amazing. It really is. And I mean, Jorge is one of our first people that we've really discussed this with. I really take my hat off to him and what he's done and created. It's cool.
Yeah.
So that was my Bitcoin life one. I mean, my life, sorry, in El Salvador.
Which is awesome. And Nicki's caught me out. Well, James screwed up again. Here we go. So I'm not prepared. But my tip for Lightning, one thing that I'm going to do is we with our friends, when we went to the hot pools, I can't remember what happened. There was something where they didn't have cash or their card wasn't accepted or something like that. And it was like, don't worry, we'll just cover it. And what ended up happening was it was like, man, you can just repay us with Bitcoin. And it's funny. It's such a, like with Bitcoinism, we didn't think about that as the first option. But I'd say it because, as a tip, it's fun to create opportunity to do a Lightning transaction between friends. So if you can find a reason to do a Lightning transaction between friends, that is a great way to remember, practice, try a different wallet. Yeah.
And finishing note.
Yeah.
Next Friday, or this Friday coming, will be our 7-month live.
Oh,
so you can ask us all many questions as you like, and we will answer them as well as we can.
Yes.
And if you've got any questions about the life in here or the expenses, please, welcome to join on our live next Friday.
Yes.
And do that. So we will see you again Friday live, but we'll be answering questions.
Great.
Yeah.
So the Friday live, 1 hour long, and it's an open book. Like, ask us whatever you want, and we'll do our best to answer it as best we can. Yeah, we get great questions all the time. Yeah. It's very, what would we say, informative.
It is.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So
excellent.
That's us.
Thank you.
Have an incredible week, and the sun is shining, and I've got the hat.
Looks good on you. I'll have to fight it to take it back.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Okay,
thank you very much. Have a great week, and go support a Lightning business. Yeah. Thank you.
What questions?